So heading off to Bristol in a couple of hours, and there's just some stuff that I wanted to talk about before we go. So I got up early, quite early. Kitty's still in bed, she needs to sleep, so I don't want to talk too loud down here. So let's go outside and do this. So the crux of what I want to say is, actually there's a couple of things I want to say. The meat of the thing that I'm talking about is why it's, hold on one sec. The meat of the thing that I want to talk about is why it's bad to listen to advice from people who are already successful. But first I want to talk a little bit about this thing that's happening at the moment, and that is, let me double back a little bit. Remember a while ago there was a guy who taught his pug to be a Nazi, something like that, and he's almost gone to prison over it, and he still might, and basically it was found that it was illegal to make this joke about Nazis. It made talking about things on the internet potentially scary. Cut to yesterday, maybe the day before, and let me get the facts of this right actually. So the Competition and Markets Authority basically has investigated social medias for misconduct. Okay, that sounds like whatever, something, so influencers are potentially breaking advertising rules. Right, okay, fair enough. What this means though is these celebrity influencers who are doing #sponsored, things like that, where they're getting brand deals and they're talking about them in their social media. They're talking about these things that the brands either send to them for free or pay them to talk about, and they're not disclosing it properly. Even if they are disclosing it, they're not doing it right. And this is problematic in the eyes of these watchdogs for reasons, and valid reasons, I guess. But what it means, and the scary part about this is, if you don't adhere to their guidelines, you, just little old you, if you get given something for free and then talk about it in a positive way, in a way that means that someone else might go out and purchase it, spend money on it, it means if all you do is put #spons or you just mention the brand in there, you could get in trouble. And we're not talking we're talking up to 2 years in prison with fines. I can't remember the exact number, but all these models, obviously they're complying now and they're not any of them being sent to prison, but I just thought it was something that I really wanted to talk about because it's one of those things, sometimes when I'm not in the best headspace, these things really get to me, to find out that I could get in serious trouble, face prison for things that I do just by doing stuff wrong. And I'm sure there's leeway in there, they'll help you out and they'll make sure that you don't go to prison. But the headline always is the most sensational thing, which in this case is models, Instagram influencers face prison time because of sponsored content. I'll link the document down below that kind of tells you how to go about this in the right way, and so that you're not going to get in trouble. This comes to me at a time when I am actually sort of looking at working with brands and I'm being approached by them, and so far no money's changed hands, but they have given me free stuff, and I've always tried to sort of say sponsored or something like that, but that's not good enough. So yeah, I'll link that document down below. So I said that wasn't the main thing that I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to, I just felt like I needed to get that off my chest, say it out loud, something like that, something cathartic. It was something cathartic. Oh my god, so cold out. Yeah, so what was I going to talk about? Oh yeah, the massive problem with listening to the advice of successful people. They seem like the best people to listen to, don't they? Well, I've been finding there's a problem there. And that problem is that let's use an analogy, right? Say your favourite comedian, someone who talks about observational. They talk about the things that they see around them, they're kind of salt of the earth, they are people who are from a similar background to you, and they're talking about the things that you know. By the time their third massive stand-up DVD comes along, they're talking about how first class is shit, or how their limo broke down. I'm being facetious and I'm exaggerating a little bit, but do you get where I'm going with this? You listen to the advice of a successful YouTuber and they say you need to have some sort of work-life balance, you need to be getting plenty of rest, you need to not be working yourself to the bone. They've already done that, working themselves to the bone. They've already gone out, done the hustle, done the hard work. That's why it's really interesting at the moment, because we're getting this sort of flip of people being very against the idea of hustle. And I kind of caught this too a little bit in December and the start of January, where I was like, right, I don't want to do too much work. I want to have plenty of time to myself. And then I realised, well, no, actually. As much as it's nice to have some time off, it wasn't doing me any good, it wasn't doing my business any good. You know, I'm trying to build a business at the moment and it's going quite well. Taking my foot off the accelerator is just not an option for me. You know, if I want to make these videos and grow my business and have a life, well, then I'm gonna have to do a little bit of hustling. If you don't give yourself a good platform to succeed, to be able to rest back on, find your limits, you're not gonna, what am I trying to say? You're not going to be able to rest on your laurels a little bit in the future. You're not going to be able to, you know, take some time off and things like that if you've not worked hard in the first place. How else to put this? So quite a long time ago, back when Casey was vlogging, he was talking about, he did an episode and he talked about how the first 100 subscribers is harder to get than the first 1,000. If you've not got that base of content to start with, if you've not got that portfolio to show people, you're not going to be able to get the new work. And so you have to just work harder at the start. And it's all well and good for big, successful people to tell you that you need to get some sort of work-life balance. But you then look back at their back catalogue, you look back at what they said in the past, you look back at what they did in the past. And what they did is more telling than what they say. And they probably worked really fucking hard when they started out. And there's no problem with that. Don't burn yourself out. Find your limits. Get to a point where you're able to take it slower. But you're gonna have to work hard in the first place. What do you guys think? Should you hustle? Should you work tirelessly to get stuff out there first? Or do you think that actually maybe the world's just changing and that's why these people are saying different things now to what they were doing 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever it is. So guys, if you appreciate the things that I've been saying, the things that I talk about here, maybe you can give me a like, maybe you want to subscribe, dislike. But if you dislike, please tell me why. Don't just do it for the fun of it. Tell me why in the comments. And hit that notification bell, because I'm doing these live streams at the moment and I really want to get better at them. Oh wow, so I don't know how long this has been so far. Do you know what, I'm just gonna go and review this book really quickly. This is a short book, it's motivational. I really want feedback, and if you're interested in books, you're interested in, you know, some recommended reads, then check out my live streams. I'm trying to do them every Thursday evening, GMT, 5 o'clock. That's not worked out particularly well recently, but we're trying it. We've had teething issues, but if you subscribe and hit that notification bell, then you will know when I'm doing them, and you can actively avoid them if you so desire. Other than that, I need to go get packed. I'm going away in like 2 hours. See ya. And we're here. We made it down to Bristol. We just had some food. I'm going to finish editing this video If you've stuck around to this point, check out the description. There's a link in there with a code. You can get a free month membership to Weblog UK. If you don't know what that is, watch my video, I'll link it here, about finding your tribe, finding a community that you can be part of. Check it out. I'll see you next time.